I've been seeing Kamala Harris is like there's a real big issue with Black America, bro, because of they feel like Kamala Harris is it has like this magic spell on Black people, and they're trying to persuade us into voting for her. Now, what I've been realizing was this, bro, is like when she came to the scene, right? I didn't even know who Kamala Harris was, and she comes to the scene, replaces Joe Biden, and everything was like, yo, she's gonna be the next big thing. She's about to take over the whole internet. And people were trying to say all these things about her past were coming out, but then that whole beginning where she was dodging media was the biggest controversy. And now it feels like people are trying to tell us what to believe, but even though we kind of could see it for ourselves, I don't understand where this happened. Where they trying to tell Black men like you must vote for this lady because you're Black, even though and I'm not going to bring the whole race thing into it because that's a little bit irrelevant. But moral of the story is, why are they trying to persuade us to vote for somebody and we don't even really know her like that? You feel me? You been
So
feeling that way?
I say my problem, I don't have a problem with her. She's not the one that has the agenda that you have to vote a certain way because you're Black. That's not a Kamala thing. Or a Kamala thing. That's a Democrat thing.
Mm.
That's how the whole political system is. It's like if you're Black, you're gonna vote Democrat. That's not the truth. You're supposed to vote based on what you need. Who gives you what you need? That's who you're supposed to vote for. Who's better for the overall good of America? That's who you're supposed to vote for.
And that's what I'm saying, right? If it's like if the biggest issues are like the border, because to me that's what I've been hearing. The biggest issues of this election are immigration and border issues, and a little bit of inflation. But all of the economic stuff is a little bit back and forth. Oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. And then you have Obama saying he just admitted the other day that Trump economy was good the first 2 years, and then he said it's because of him. But this whole election, they've been saying Trump had the worst economy. So it's like all of these kind of confusing narratives are starting to come out, and it's a little bit frustrating, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but the biggest thing to me is the fact of the how entertainers and celebrities keep trying to guilt trip us and put a he's a racist card when nobody was ever saying he was a racist until he started being a politician. Because truth be told, all the people that we quote unquote admire in hip hop was hanging out with Donald Trump back in the day. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm confused on where this shit started from.
and that's the confusing thing, right? Because yeah, the he's a racist thing, He has a track record of being, I'm not gonna call him a racist because I don't know how he really feel, but the things he be saying is some racist shit. I'm sorry. I mean, you can't say I want these guys killed because they were accused of something and then it comes out they had nothing to do with that. You can't have the oh, I'm higher cost for Black renters or not renting to Black renters, but just because they're Black, they can be highly qualified just because they're Black. He has tons of like history of being a racist dude, but is how people decided that once he became a politician, it was okay to say he was a racist. That was the weird thing. Like when he was on The Apprentice, he wasn't a racist,
Mm.
but he was doing racist shit. So like, I don't know.
And
America is a weird place with that,
it's a
man.
weird place, and like so, but I feel like I'd be wrong to say I haven't seen him bring rappers out because I saw him bring Chef G out and Sleepy to a rally, but for some reason when Kamala does it, it's a bigger deal. It like so for example when she brought up Beyonce, I was like, how the fuck did she pull this off? But here was my
That was
discrepancy
amazing.
that because I'm like, we don't even see Beyonce. You feel me? Like, when have you ever seen Beyonce in the public eye? You know what I'm saying? But my big discrepancy when she brought Beyonce out was the simple fact that everybody kept the headlines were saying Beyonce is set to perform at Kamala's rally in Houston. And even before at the DNC, all the headlines were like Beyonce is set to perform at the DNC and then she doesn't show up. So now it's speculation that she's using these people's names to get people to come to the rallies to make it look like there's more people that are voting for Kamala Harris. You
I'm
see what I'm
tired of
saying?
the performances at rallies. I kind of I don't feel like that's helping anything. I don't think it's giving us the information on why we should vote for the candidate because you sing your song or you rap your song because she just had Glorilla. Even with Trump bringing out Chef G and them, if you're not coming out telling us why we should vote for this person, your endorsement shouldn't matter. just because you feel like we should vote for this person. We don't have nothing in common with most of those people that's coming out.
And
The
that's how I
average
feel.
American don't have that type of net worth to where what works for you is going to work for us. You have to come out and tell us why we should vote for them, not why you're voting for them. The whole celebrity culture in this country is cool. It's a nice thing. Don't get me wrong. I look up to some celebrities as well because they make good decisions, but that's not meaning I'm going to just vote for who they vote for just because it's them. That's stupid.
And
That's so dumb.
And that's why I'm like, what do you really think about us as, people to say? But that's what all the people like Malcolm and I was talking about, like celebrities and entertainers. What other race of people do you see where the celebrities and entertainers are intellectual leaders? You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
because you gotta think about it, like, for example, when Cardi B just came out there last night and was talking, bro, you know how many followers Cardi B has? You feel me? And how many people who blindly look up to her who don't even know their history, like how you brought up to me last week, we were talking like, yo, Ruby Bridges is still alive, right? Like a lot
Yeah.
of people don't even have a context of who were the people who really fought for what they believed in. You feel me? Really fought for us to get to where we are today, but yet they throw people like Cardi B up there on the stage. I just don't understand why. And it's not really a slander to Cardi B, but the point is, do you think Cardi B really is looking back into history and really studying these people's policy?
Good point.
That's why I'm like,
That's a fair
yo,
point.
why the because bro, you gotta think about it. Like all the young girls out, and who's Cardi's target audience, bro? That's what I gotta think about too. Like, because I'm at a stage where I don't want to see Cardi shaking her behind
And with
in her music
LeBron
videos.
James, man, it's the same thing with LeBron James.
He just
LeBron just
came out and
came out
endorsed
and
her too.
but it's like when people come out and endorse Trump and people coming out and they endorsing the Harris campaign, it's like, bro, y'all not telling us why. You're like they'll come out and say why we shouldn't vote for the other person. Well, they did this, they did that. No, you're supposed to be saying what your candidate can do. You're supposed to. This is supposed to be a teachable, a lesson type of moment where it's like vote for this person because they do this, 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 and this, and that helps you.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be giving knowledge to the average citizen that follows you, the 100 million people that you have following you on social media. You're supposed to be giving them the knowledge on why they should vote for the person, not just because Donald Trump is a racist.
It's like LeBron. You can't just share a video of like this compilation of a video of this compilation of Trump doing like racist stuff and racist slogans and all this stuff and say, "Oh my God, this is the world we live in. You gotta vote Kamala." But it's like, why Kamala? Because what I've been wanting to understand is like, what are we gonna get when we vote for Kamala Harris? Like, and even the whole thing with the agenda for black men. What people don't understand is like, oh my God, she finally gave y'all something. Well, what are the conditions? I hate when people say we're gonna give you loans and give you all of this. Jamal, you know a lot. We and you both know a lot of dudes from the hood. You think because they black, no matter what, they gonna walk in the bank and grab a loan? If it's just every black person can go get $25,000, bro, you think that's really gonna happen with some of the people we know?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I support Kamala Harris because she's a black woman and the strongest people in my life is black women. But I'm not just blindly supporting you. I'm gonna look into what you're doing, and if I do feel like the other person is doing something better, which I don't, then I would have voted for him. Like, y'all gotta stop trying to play on the narratives and just say the facts.
Right?
Get the facts on the table and get it over with. The whole marketing thing behind politics is annoying.
Bro, it's annoying. I mean, a billion. There's this website you can look up and it'll show you how much money was spent on this election. It's well over $1 billion. The simple fact that this is all marketing and fear mongering based politics is kind of ridiculous. Now, and I always, you know what I asked people the other day? I say, yo, bro, I want all of y'all who's complaining about migrants to show me where they house the migrants out in your cities. And I guarantee nobody really even knows, bro. Like if this wasn't like the biggest thing during the election, just migrants and immigrants and the border crossings, what the hell would they even be talking about, bro? What would they even be
Yeah,
talking
why are
about?
we not talking about cleaning up the inner city, giving people a way to make money in a country where we're supposed to be able to make money?
Right.
A lot of people can't make ends meet. That shouldn't be a thing here. This is supposed to be the greatest place on earth.
Supposed to be the
What
greatest place.
happened to the American dream? He said make America great again. America wasn't that great a couple years ago when you was in office, buddy.
We still got the
It
same
ain't
issues
been
we
great in
had.
a long time. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't read. A lot of people can't write. A lot of people can't make money. This is not. Doesn't seem like the best place.
And those
A lot
things
of
are important.
fear. It's a lot of
Exactly.
fear.
When you
It's a
talk
lot of
about
stress.
you talking about giving people money, motherfuckers can't even read what they but can't even read the loan agreement. Motherfuckers can't even read.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Motherfuckers
lot of It's a lot of predatory practices going on, man.
like as far as black people, bro, there's way bigger priority. But my biggest thing is the people that are endorsing Kamala Harris and why. So for example, why is it in the headlines that Sexy Red just endorsed Kamala Harris? Why is it only when the
who cares?
exactly it's like and
Who is that for?
that's what makes me like, yo, bro, why do I have
What's her
to do this?
fan base? Like, what are they age brackets? Like, who is that really for?
It's like, why is that a headline? And then you know what's crazy? The caption is, I just voted Kamala Harris, whatever, and it's her bent over. Why is that even a
What I'm
headline right
saying,
now?
bro. Like, the real conversation that needs to be had. 'Cause fuck Sexy Red, man. No offense to Sexy Red. I'm
Nah,
not saying
fuck
fuck you
Sexy
like
Red.
that, but fuck you. Like, let's talk about why the narrative is that young black men don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, being that she's a black woman,
I
and
guess it's
they
because
want
we
to
don't
make
love.
it.
I guess because we don't love our black woman enough, bro. We don't
See,
love
and
Auntie and them. According to
it's
Barack,
it's it's that the whole young black men are sexist and we don't respect black women. Where does that come from?
where
They're talking about such a small sector of us. We're already, if you go by what the census says, we're already a small sector of America.
mm,
Why is it on? Why is it such a story? If a few people don't want to vote for her, and you labeling a whole group of young black men is just that small group of people, because I have a bunch of friends and I only know a few of them that's going to vote for Trump.
exact, and you know, and you see what I'm saying? That's why I was like, it's hard to see what's really happening. I always say some people just caught in the algorithm, bro, because we don't really know what's happening on the streets for real, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
we going. That's what I say. I can't argue with people who are stuck on one side because they don't get the chance to see the middle. I'm the
Have you
person that's
ever been polled?
polled.
Yeah. Have you ever
No,
been polled for any poll that you see done anywhere?
no, I haven't.
They say tons of polls. Oh, we poll people in this age range. Where
I
are you
haven't.
finding these people? Who
I
are these people? I've never even met anyone that's been polled.
I've never. So it's like my thing is when you bring these people up, is this supposed to like it in exchange for my vote? Yo, they bought Cardi B up. We got to support the good sis Cardi. So now we're gonna vote because we have a problem with black women. So now this is gonna help. I don't understand the agenda. I don't understand why. Because my thing is this, bro. Because like when Charlemagne asked her, Charlemagne been doing a lot of coonery and simping for the Democratic Party, but he did ask Kamala Harris. He said, well, if Barack Obama could point fingers at black men and say, when does Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, when did they start doing that? And Bill Clinton, when did they start pointing fingers at white people? Then when does that
Because
start?
white women went out and voted for him in droves last time he was up for election.
Who?
53, I think the number is 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump his
Mm.
last election. I can look that up.
Oh wow. And you know it's crazy. My thing is this, bro. Joe Biden had even Hillary Clinton had higher black male votes than Kamala Harris, and Joe Biden was in the 90s or something percent. And or what that might have been Obama. He had like 97% or something outrageous. And now Kamala Harris is in the 70s. Y'all want to make it seem like y'all only narrative is that we're sexist and we don't love our aunties when Hillary Clinton had a higher black vote than Kamala Harris? And this is about being sexist and not having respect for black women?
Shit
That's
is
the shit that's
ridiculous.
insulting to me, bro.
Shit is ridiculous.
That's the shit like it's like, okay, so y'all don't think that we smart enough. Y'all use somebody like Cardi B and no disrespect to Beyonce. Like Beyonce's a mega star.
They
And we
brought Chef G out. He brought Chef G and them out there. Like they said, oh, we're gonna get the black vote because Trump got shot at and went to jail. Like, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. Like who the fuck comes up with this shit?
bro,
Who
that's what
comes
I'm
up with this?
saying.
Who
Who?
falls for this?
I don't know, bro. And I
You have
think
to
it's
be a
insulting.
fucking idiot to fall for. Oh, I got shot and I went to jail. You should vote for me. Why the fuck would I want a nigga in office who went to jail?
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
What?
I think it's insulting, bro, to say, yeah, they gonna fuck with that because they used to that. That's why when we gonna talk about later what everybody getting locked up, that's what we gonna talk about later. But I think it's just the morally wrong, bro, how they doing that to us and they trying to guilt trip us, guilt trip us into voting blue, as if I can't say, well, I want to vote green or I wanted to vote for RFK until he combined with Trump, and now
Okay,
it's like,
here goes the numbers. 62% of white men voted for Donald Trump, 47% of white women, but only 45% of white women voted for Clinton. This is 2016.
mm,
If you go to black men, only 14% of black men voted for Donald Trump in 2016 compared to 81% that voted for Hillary Clinton. It doesn't
damn,
seem like it's sexist
at all, right?
at all.
That's why I say Hillary Clinton had 80%. Kamala has less than that. There's a party problem. There's a resignation problem. This is not a color or sexist problem. This is a
Yeah.
resignation and an understanding problem. This is a I don't feel secure in you as a politician problem. This is not really anything to do with race or discriminating on her as a woman. I truthfully feel like black men are more respectful to their elder black women than freaking white men are. They be the one wild and calling their mom all types of hoes and crazy names. We the one we're talking about. Yes, ma'am. Yes, auntie. So I don't know where they got this narrative from, bro. That's why it's truly heartbreaking.
Like, they have to stop. Okay, so yeah, I was right. In 2020, 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump compared to 12% of black men voting for him. So we have to stop with the narrative that black men want to be white women, white men, like Mark Lamont Hill said, or
Wait, Mark Lamont Hill
uh
said what?
he said black men want to vote for Donald Trump because they secretly want to be white men.
Yo,
And
bro.
I'm assuming he meant because of the power that Donald Trump had and the way that he wielded his power. But to even say that phrase like that is like, come on, dog. Like, what the
Bro,
fuck
that's
are
the
you
same thing Fat Joe just said about Puerto Ricans. I don't know where they're getting this. He said Puerto Ricans who still vote for Trump, they're just Latino people who wish they were white. This is why I'm saying, bro, our entertainers and Mark Lamont Hill is supposed to be some type of activist, but yet he's on Joe Budden's podcast where they talk shit about culture all day. I don't see you doing much Activision work, bro. It seems like you want to be immersed in culture. And I saw you up there on Piers Morgan podcast getting your shit wrapped up and slammed around by Candace Owens, which should not be happening. But these are the type of talking points that I just don't understand and why I have a hard time getting behind these people, bro. Even with DL Hughley, they did the Black Men's Summit and still end up talking about the rainbow community, which is not a problem. But stop trying to be the voice for black men and not really be the voice for black men on a
Black
platform
Men
that's owned by white
Summit?
people. Huh?
Where'd they do this at?
So the Black Men's Summit, let me show you. Black Men's Summit, my keyboard be the Black Men's Summit was on BET. You can look it up real quick. They was on BET. It was DL Hughley, a bunch of other like black men talking about Black America, and it was on BET. Now, if I'm not mistaken,
Did they have any guys that weren't celebrities up there?
not from my understanding that I know about, that was like,
Okay, so what happened to the days of having conversations with actual people who aren't in a position of privilege?
and people who don't have pre-planned questions that you just randomly pick this person from the crowd. No, why are
Yeah,
y'all not in
because
the streets and street teaming this?
yeah, DL Hughley is a black man and he deserves to speak about his experience as being a black man, but he does not have the same experience as a regular everyday Joe.
He don't.
They're similar because they're both black, but one, you're a well-known figure with a good amount of money, I'm pretty sure, and it's completely different than a regular person.
And
Like,
that and
there's
that
a difference.
and that's what I'm saying. Like when you get these people up here and like to talk, like what type of people are you looking to convince when you bring out Glorilla? And no disrespect to Glow, I was just bigging Glorilla up not too long ago, but I just found it was weird, like, because 50 Cent is the only one who ain't. 50 Cent said Trump tried to give him $3 million to perform at the Madison Square Garden, and he said no because he didn't want to get involved in politics.
So
And
that right there should tell you. That right there should tell you what's going on. These people are being paid to give you an opinion on who to vote for, which means they're being paid to give. They're being paid for their vote.
and
And
even
that's not how it should work.
and even LeBron, I see something right here with LeBron, and he's talking about because he came out, he said he's not going the other way. Now, my question is with these celebrities, where are we going now? Y'all are billionaires. Y'all gonna be good regardless. When I think about issues and they supporting these other countries and fighting these wars and being proxies, I'm draft worthy because I'm in that age range that the House had passed. This is the shit I'm worried about. Barack Obama dropped the most bombs out of any president. Clearly, these Democrats like war. He dropped 20-something thousand bombs. The dude basically ran out of bombs. So this is what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the migrants and all this stuff. Yeah, the job market does feel fucked up. I'm an active person who worked in tech, and I know, bro, I used to get hit up by recruiters every day, and now weeks have gone by, not one recruiter reaches out to me. So I know there's something wrong with the job market. Am I saying that migrants are taking my jobs? I can't say that. But I also had a director of some I forget what his job title was, but he straight up told me, bro, this is when I first heard about ghost jobs. He said, yo, bro, I'll let you know now, they're really posting jobs just to make it look like the job market is booming, but a lot of people aren't actually hiring, bro. Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, when you go to interviews, let them know you know about ghost jobs, that they have no plans of hiring. Just be honest with you. I said, what? He said, yes, bro. Even I'm doing it at my company. I said, wow. So y'all really
That's
out here just
crazy.
put, and this is somebody. And then if you look up ghost jobs on TikTok, the internet, you'll see people talking about it, bro. I mean, I just got turned down from a job at Chipotle the other day. People are being real selective. You got to. So when they try to say the job market's
That's
booming,
crazy.
I don't believe it, bro. I believe that shit is really fucked up out here right now. People are feeling that shit.
Shit
Yeah,
is
man.
absolutely fucked up right now.
Shit is absolutely nuts, bro. So it's like when y'all celebrities endorse these people, they don't think about the rest of the people. I mean, I don't see a Cardi B or a Glorilla really think about the majority of the world and saying, let me be careful. Let me really look into this lady's policy. Let me look into her track record and not support her because she's a quote unquote black
Nah, they
woman.
taking that check. They figuring out what policies is gonna work for them that the lady got,
Mm-hmm.
and they going up there and speaking.
Yep.
I respect it. Don't get me wrong. You gotta do what's right for you.
Do what's right for you,
But
right?
what about thinking about someone else?
Right.